Hi, I'd like to talk about guided storytelling in qualitative market research. We all know that stories are a wonderful way to get people to remember something that happened with them and give it to us in a rich context so that when they recall the story, we get everything from the physical situation to the emotions to what they were thinking. So it's a rich way of being able to gather information. It's also a way, if done properly, to get to what are their passions, what really drives the behavior. You know, we're many times asked to say to the respondent, well, why did you do that? And you can always ask, so why did you do that? But asking the question and getting an answer that is a truthful answer is very difficult for that person to be able to do. And in most cases, when you ask it, they look a little shell-shocked for a moment, and then they have to think about it, and they go back, and in truth, what they're doing is they're constructing a reason why, because they can't really tell you why they did something. Now, on the other hand, if you have good guided storytelling, and you help them get back to the moment that something was happening, to the real moment that it was happening. Let's say it's a decision at the shelf, and you say, I want you to describe that store. Where are you in the store? Tell me what's happening, who's around you, what does the store shelf look like? And people are better or worse. Some people have great visual memory, some don't. But you get them to tell you as much detail as they can remember. And you say, okay, now, you were making a decision between one thing and another. Tell me what's going on. What did you look at? What do you remember looking at? Okay. And what are your thoughts about that? Were you comparing the two? And, you know, even if they say, well, I was concerned about the price of the two of them, you can go further to say, okay, so think about the price between the two of them. What about the price? More than just the actual cost amount, did you have any feelings about that? Did you think about your total grocery bill at that moment when you were thinking about the price? And the point is that by guiding them through truly thinking of that specific moment, you can many times, even when it seems like there's not a lot going on, get down to the motivations and the things that are driving the actual decision that they made. So good guided storytelling is such a great thing to do, and it's so much fun. When the respondents get done, I've many times had respondents walk out and say, you know what, I feel so much better. I have a better sense of how I think about things and a better sense of why I make the decisions that I do. I never would have taken the time to sit down and go through that on my own, but I'm really grateful that I had a chance in this group to be able to share it. And also by hearing other people's stories, I really got a chance to think about my own behavior. And it's just such a joy to have people participate in a market research study where they know they're getting paid for their opinion, but they walk out with more than just the money that they're being paid. They walk out with a better sense of self-esteem, a clearer sense perhaps of their own behavior, and happy to have a chance to have shared and made the connection with others. So again, storytelling is a wonderful way to have qualitative research played out, and I look forward to as many opportunities to do this as possible.